Cajun Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana with another episode of Explore the Card. This is episode number 56. We're going to take a deep dive and a detailed look at the 1997 Ultra Stars. If this is your first time watching one of these episodes, I've got good and bad news for you. The good news is there's a lot of other episodes featuring a different Michael Jordan insert or parallel cards from the 90s. The bad news is if you're going to binge watch them all, you got about 55 hours or about 50 hours of work to do. This is episode number 56, and each one is unique. I haven't duplicated a single Michael Jordan insert or parallel card from the 90s yet. Today's episode features this card, the 1997 Ultra Stars. There isn't Ultra Stars Gold, which is significantly more rare. It's actually 9 times as rare as this base insert Ultra Stars from the 1997 Ultra set, but that is going to be for another episode. In fact, I might do these bad boys back to back. We might do Ultra Stars today. We might do Ultra Stars Gold next week. You can always find these videos on Fridays. It may not be every single Friday, but if I do release these, it's always going to be on a Friday. As always, I like to share the cards that I have or don't have. That way you understand I'm coming from a position of transparency and truthfulness. And so I will share with you, I do own this card in a PSA 10. Here's a picture of it. I did pick it up in a private sale. That's what the card looks like. We'll talk a little bit more about what the card looks like, but I wanted to get that out there. I always like to tell you guys what I do and don't have. And again, whether I have the card or not, I am going to hype the shit out of Michael Jordan cards. I don't know how else to explain it. I know people are always running from it and they don't like to talk about how great their own cards are or how great the cards they collect are. Well, that's all I do on this channel is tell people how great Michael Jordan cards are. And whether I own the card or not, I would still do the same thing. So, no surprise there. Let's get cranking. We always like to look at what's going on with the card. Where does it come from? It comes from this 1997 Ultra set. As you can see, this set has a whopping insane quantity of parallels and inserts within it. There are 19 insert sets in here. The base set's a 275 card base set. Card number 274 and 275 are checklists, so 273 player cards. The notable rookies in 1997, it's the usual suspects. It's Tim Duncan and Tracy McGrady. There are other rookies, there are other very good players, but Duncan and McGrady are probably the two most collectible and most noteworthy of the rookies in this 1997 rookie class. Some of the notable inserts, and I've got them pulled up on our trusty trading card database, which is tcdb.com. If you guys are ever looking for any of the sites that I use to create these episodes or to digest and investigate and dig into the 1990s and the base sets and the parallels and the cards, and it even works for ultra modern, go to TCDB, tradingcarddatabase.com, tcdb.com. That's where I go first. It's not the only place that I look, but that's where I go first because it gives me a nice foundation and framework regarding these sets, the insert sets, the parallel sets, what the cards look like, how many they are, pack odds. It gives you a bevy of information and you can kind of work your way through here. And then if it doesn't have what you need in TCDB, then you can go elsewhere and figure it out on Beckett.com or other, specific websites and things like that. But some of the notable insert sets in here are Big Shots, Court Masters, Jam City, Star Power Plus, Star Power Supreme, Ultra Stars Gold, which we're going to talk about Ultra Stars today, and then Ultra Abilities. There's Ultra Abilities All-Star, Starter, and Superstar, and then there's also View to a Thrill. Ultra Stars is what we're here to talk about today. And again, there's Ultra Stars, then there's Ultra Stars Gold. For now, I want to ignore the pack odds because I could not get clarification or certainty on this. I've seen different estimates of the pack odds, some of which I don't understand, and maybe someone can comment below and help me and the people that are watching this video out. It's a really tough card to pull, but this card's a little bit unique. Normally you take your pack odds to pull the particular insert, then you multiply that times the number of players in the insert set, and there's your pack odds to pull an actual Michael Jordan card. That can't be done on this one, and I don't necessarily agree with Trading Card Database's theory that it's 1 in 288 Series 1 packs. That doesn't make sense to me. But that makes sense to me that it's 1 in 288 packs to pull and Ultra Stars. But what doesn't make sense to me is that they say that Jordan is 1 in 2,880 when there's actually 20 in here. So it seems to me it'd be 1 in 5,760. So I'm not sure about pack odds. And then to make it even more complicated, stay with me here. If it's 1 in 288 packs to pull an Ultra Stars card, 10% of the pulls are actually the Ultra Stars Gold Parallel, right? So 90% would be the card that we're looking at today, this card right here, and the other 10% would be the Ultra Stars Gold, which I don't own a copy of. I'm working on that in 2023. There's one out there that's got my name on it. I don't have it yet, though. But so it's really difficult to calculate pack odds, and I don't necessarily agree with what I'm seeing on Trading Card Database, which is very rare indeed. Maybe I'm misunderstanding something. I don't know. Somebody comment below if you know something I don't know, but I thought it would be 1 in 5,760, and then you have to go a step further and divide that 5,760. 90% is base, 10% is Ultra Stars Gold. I may be off or whatever, but somebody inform me. Anyway, getting back to the Ultra Stars insert set. 20-player insert set. We got Jordan, we got Kobe, and we got Shaq. Boom, there's your big three. We've also got Iverson, Kemp, Penny, KG, Rodman, Grant Hill, Pippen, and Olajuwon. 10 of the 20 players are Hall of Famers. As a set collector, and many of you watching are set collectors from the 90s, we're always looking at the Hall of Fame percentage. It doesn't take a genius to understand that 10 out of 20 is a 50% Hall of Fame rate. Yes, half of the players in the insert set are Hall of Famers. There is an actual imposter within this set, and it's an imposter like no other. We talk about Damon Stoudemire not really being a Hall of Famer, or Marcus Camby, or Kerry Kittles, or Ron Mercer, or Twan Walker, or some of these guys that we see, and we're like, those are kind of the misses. Well, there's a real imposter in this set, and his name is John Wallace. And for those of you who don't remember, he played at Syracuse. He got drafted. I think he was like 45 years old when he got drafted. He was an old senior, I think. Maybe. I might be wrong on that. I guess we could go to Wikipedia or Basketball Reference and check it out. But anyway, they decided to put John Wallace in this Ultra Stars insert set with names such as Jordan, Iverson, Kobe, Shaq, Kemp, Penny, KG, Rodman, Grant Hill, Pippen, and Olajuwon. For those of you who don't know, John Wallace had a career average of 7.6 points, 2.8 rebounds, and 0.7 assists. And he spent about a cup of coffee in the NBA. So that's it for the base set. Let's talk about the actual card itself. So let's check it out. It's just a beautiful card. It really stands out. These do look better in hand, especially the Ultra Stars Gold from what I've been told. I've never held the Ultra Stars Gold in hand or seen it in person, but this one I have, and it's just a really, really good looking card. It's got Ultra Stars written in semicircle font at the top. Jordan's obviously shooting a finger roll, shielding with his left hand. It says Michael Jordan at the bottom. It's got the Ultra branding stamp down there on the bottom right. Just a really good looking card. What about the back of it? Same drill. Remember, Jordan's card number 1 out of this 20 card set. Down at the bottom, let's read the narrative. It says, let's take a look at the evidence. Jordan has won 5 NBA titles at the time, been named MVP 4 times at the time, Defensive Player of the Year, and he owns the highest scoring average in league history. Any questions? He is the elite of the elite, acclaimed by many as the greatest player to ever lace up a pair of sneakers. So not too corny, pretty good, pretty precise, pretty on point. So pretty good little narrative right there. But the back is almost like a mirror image of the front. If you flip it, you see the star, obviously play on words for the title, which is Ultra Stars. One of the biggest problems is in this Ultra set, there's there's Ultra Stars Gold, there's Star Power Supreme, Star Power Plus, and then there's Ultra Abilities All-Star, Ultra Abilities Superstar. So there's a lot of stars. So when you search on eBay, just be careful. You're going to pull up a bunch of junk. I'm not an expert on filtering out eBay searches and making them very precise. So when I search, I throw a big cast net and I get a whole bunch of results that don't apply to anything that I was even searching for. But let's get to what we get to, which is giving the people what they want, which is the pops and prices. And so I've got your pops and prices pulled up on your screen here. What stands out to me in this pop and price table? First first and foremost is that about twice as many almost have been graded by Beckett as opposed to PSA. So we sometimes see these disparities. Oftentimes the lower value cards are graded more by PSA because people did not grade them back in the 90s because they weren't valuable then, but they are now in high grade. And now people have a preference to grade primarily with PSA. That's not the case with this one. These things were bangers from the jump. And so a lot of people were grading these with Beckett itself back in the 1990s and early 2000s. So this card was probably grade worthy from the jump. Not that everybody was grading cards back then. So about twice as many Beckett, about 40% as many PSA 10s exist as BGS 9.5s. The gem rate on both is relatively high for a Jordan insert card from the 90s. 22.7 for PSA, 29.5% for Beckett. The BGS 9s is a 45% mint rate, mint or better. So 45 plus 29, that's what, 60, 74, 75% of the submitted Ultra Stars to Beckett get a 9 or better. That's pretty high. There are no BGS 10s. There are no BGS 10 black labels, just so you know. The combined gem population, it's a real simple math, 20 plus 49 is 69. And I like to use that 100 number as a threshold of what is a truly rare card in gem mint condition. If it's below 100, it's a pretty damn rare card. I assure you there are more than 100, there are more than 69 collectors out there who want this card in a gem mint slab. And so there's just not enough to go around. So it is what it is. Let's look at some other stuff that stands out. The highest sold price for a PSA 10 was $10,000 in a private sale. The most recent price for a PSA 10 was $9,386. So this card's not off by much of its most recent high. Only one PSA 10 has sold in the last 6 months. 4 Beckett's have sold in the last 6 months. As you can see, the Beckett card's worth about, it's about 2.5x to get from a Beckett 9.5 to a PSA 10. Both of the Beckett cards in 9.5 and 9 are both down over the last 6 months, 14% and 28% respectively. And as you can see, a lot of the people noticed that cards grade really well with Beckett. And so I think they're sending more to Beckett than they are to PSA, which is why all the way over in the right in that column under your pop increase, this is charting the increase in population for each grade since April of 2021. And as you can see, only 5 PSA slabs were added, but 19 were added for Beckett in the 2 grades, the gem mint and the mint slabs. Getting down here and taking a little bit closer look. Look, man, PSA 9 or PSA 10, add that up. That's only 34. So if you're a PSA only collector, I'm not, but if you are, good luck finding one of these things. Even the 9s are tough to come by. As you can see, only one of them is sold in the last 6 months. Only 2 total PSA mint or better cards have sold in the last 6 months. So just not an easy card really to get your hands on. So that's kind of what stands out to me. What's on eBay? We always like to take a look and just see. So I've searched 1997-98 Ultra Stars Michael Jordan 1, and I'll give you a little hint. There are 44 results and none of them are our card. So I could not find our card on eBay. Maybe I did something wrong. I don't know. But when I plug that in, and the reason I put 1 is because ours is card number 1. If I take the 1 out, I wonder what happens. I get 63 results, but look, I'm going to scroll fast. I don't want to waste a lot of your time. Ooh, there is one. Okay, so there we go. We got a BGS 9.5 right there that pulled up. They did not put the card number in here. Big mistake. Anytime you list a card, please, guys, if you're listing a card on eBay, put the card number in the listing. I would not have found this card if I'd included the number 1 in there. Again, so you throw a bigger net and you find one. So this 9.5 is out there for $59.99 or best offer. Pretty good rating, 317 transactions, 100% feedback. Let's check our handy dandy chart. What did the last 9.5 sell for? $33.87. So I don't know if you're going to have a lot of luck trying to get that guy to come down $2,000, but it's worth a shot. You're going to see a lot of Star Power Supreme, a lot of Star Power, a lot of Star Power Plus. You'll even see some Ultra Abilities, Superstar, All-Star, and Starters. The word star comes up a lot in 1997 Ultra. I'm just going to give you a heads up. Here's another one. Wow, that's not bad. A BGS 9.5 Min Gem for $3,999. Also a very reputable reputable. Look, again, this is at first glance. It could be a fake card. It could be a fake account. I have no clue. I haven't clicked it. But it looks like a very reputable seller. 1,318 transactions, 100% feedback for that person, and it is a minimum gem as well. $3,999 is really not that far off the mark, man. That's a reasonable price out there for a BGS 9.5. Last one sold for $3,387. Although we are in a declining market, and that would be an increase in accordance with the last few comps. So take with it what you will. What about if you want to pull it out of a box? I searched 1997 Ultra Box. I typed in the word series, and actually I think I should have typed in 1. So let's change this, because these cards are found in series 1. If that's not correct, somebody correct me on that one as well, but I think that's correct. And when you search series 1, you pull up 11 results. That's baseball cards. Oh, let's go sort this by, okay, I've already got it sorted by basketball, I thought. No, we're not gonna find it. We're not gonna find any. The answer is none. Well, there's one, but that's series 2, and it's an empty box. Also, please pay attention and make sure you're not buying empty boxes. Why people are selling empty boxes, why people are buying empty boxes, I don't really know. I guess there's a collector out there for everything. I'm not an empty box card collector, but there are 2 empty Fleer Ultra Series 2 boxes available if you're interested in that sort of thing. What do I own and what grade? As we talked about, that's me. I own the PSA 10, so I'm set on this card. The next step is probably to pick up the BGS 9.5 Ultra Stars Gold. A good friend of mine has multiple copies. I will at some point probably make him an offer. It's just a big decision to make because you're talking about a humongous card and an extremely expensive card. The Ultra Stars Gold is very expensive. As we saw, just the base version here in a PSA 10 is a super low pop of 20, and it's a $10,000 card, approximately a $10,000 card. So am I a buy, a sell, or a hold? I'm obviously clearly a hold here for Cajun Eternity, copyright Cajun Cardboard. That means I will not own it for eternity, but I have no idea how long I'll own it because it's a really, really long time. I'm not looking to sell. I am looking to pick up a gold in 2023, probably in a 9.5 slab. Is the card a grail card? Is it 20,000 or more? Is it a high value card, 10 to 20,000, a medium or a mid value card, which is 5 to 10, or is it less than $5,000 in that particular grade? If we go back to our chart here, it's real clear. The card is a mid-level Jordan insert for PSA 10, and it is low, low, and low for BGS 9.5, PSA 9, and BGS 9 respectively. So if you want the card in your collection, it can be picked up. You're going to pay 4 figures whether you like it or not if you want the card in a mint condition or better, but it's not the most it's not going to damage your wallet as much as some of these inserts that we look at on the Cajun Cardboard channel on these Friday episodes of Explore the Card. What are some similar cards? If I've got $9,000 in my sock and I'm at the gym and I'm working out and I'm like, you know what, I got $9,000 in cash in my sock. I need to buy a Jordan card on eBay while I'm resting in between getting these reps in. What are some of my options? Well, I'll give you 3 options and then you can choose. First is the 1998 Skybox Premium 3Ds in PSA 10. This is about a $9,000 card. It last sold for $11,000. Beautiful looking card. If you're an artistic person, you're probably eating this up. I'm not one. So interesting card. It's got a little cracked ice feel to it. It's got a little what is the word for this type of art? Abstract nature to it, like pieces of Jordan's legs over here, half his body here, his face in the middle, a bunch of words that have something to do with Jordan. I don't know if that's called abstract art, but that's what I would call it. But it's got that cracked ice background. So there's one option. That's a Pop 22. The next is a beautiful card that I'm super in love with. And in fact, I own that card in BGS 9.5, this card in BGS 9.5, and this card in BGS 9.5. So the cards we're looking at actually own these cards as well. But this is the high voltage base. Similar to the Ultra Stars, which has an Ultra Stars Gold, the 1997 Hoops High Voltage has something called the 1997 Hoops High Voltage 500, which is serial number to 500, and a really, really high-end card. The high voltage base is high-end enough. It's just a beautiful card with that hypnotic background. That's a Pop 16 card, and about $9,300 is what the last one sold for not too long ago here on January 8th. So about 8 days ago, it sold for about $9,300. So that's card number 2 option. And then the last one is one of my favorites of all time. It's the 1998 Flair Showcase, Take It to .net. Oftentimes misspelled, oftentimes mispronounced, oftentimes just screwed up in the title because it's hard to say. But this is a serial numbered to 1000 Jordan insert from 1998 Flair Showcase, which is just a badass product. It is a Pop 33. This one last sold for $12,000, but it was a while back, and they think the Jordan Index has brought it back down right at the $10,000 number. So if you're asking me to choose between these 4 cards, here's the order that I am choosing on these 4 cards. Number 1, I'm taking the Take It to .net because it's serial numbered, and just everything about it is unique. That is one of my favorite Jordan inserts from the 90s, along with Warp Speed and Slick Silver and Planet Metal and a couple of other ones. So I'm taking the Take It to .net first and foremost. Number 2, I'm taking the High Voltage, which I was happy to pick up. I actually picked this up from a really reputable, good dealer down at the Dallas show, not this past week, but maybe 2 or 3 months ago. I think it was maybe November, something like that. The first Dallas show I'd ever been to, had a blast down there, picked up the High Voltage while I was down there. And then another one is the 1998 Skybox Premium 3Ds Jordan PSA 10. I would take this one third, and then I would take our card of the day last. I hate to be a buzzkill because it's an awesome card, but I'm taking the Ultra Stars last, despite the fact that it's a crazy low pop card, fantastic card in every way. But amongst those 4, that's my order. Take It to .net, High Voltage, 3Ds, and Ultra Stars. Let me know what your order would be. Let me know what you think about the Ultra Stars. If you've got a copy of it, congratulations. It's a great Jordan card from the 90s. Thank you guys for watching. On the Cajun Cardboard scale of Jordan card relevance, I give this card a 6.5 out of 10 for Jordan collectors, right? I always have this 1 to 10 scale of this scale that I can never get right because it's a tongue twister, but it's the Cajun Cardboard Jordan scale of relevance. I give it a 6.5. It's a low pop card, but there's the better Ultra Stars Gold, which I'd probably give probably close to a 9 out of 10 on the Cajun Cardboard scale of Jordan card relevance. But I give this Ultra Stars base version a 6.5. It's got some unique features. It's a good looking card. Again, I'm not going to be in love with every card that we show on here, but I am happy to have the card in a PSA 10 slab. It's a beautiful card. I like the card. And let me know what you guys think about this Jordan insert. Let me know if there is a particular card you want me to feature on an upcoming episode of Explore the Card, maybe episode number 57 or 58. I can't tell you I'm always going to do your card. It just depends on how attainable the information is, because the more attainable the information is and the more forthcoming Trading Card Database and Card Ladder are as far as having information on these cards, the quicker I can do these episodes and bring them to you guys every Friday or every other Friday. So keep that in mind. I can't go with like the ultra super mega obscure stuff, or at least not yet. Maybe one day we'll get there. But as of right now, no. So as always, if you guys like these videos, hit the subscribe button. There's going to be tons and tons more Jordan content coming in the year 2023, more than in 2022 for sure, as I start to consolidate and push my collection more into Michael Jordan. But don't be deceived. I'm still talking about ultra modern cards. I'm still talking about Tatum's and Doncic and Lauri Markkanen and Wilt Chamberlain 61 Fleers and Kareem 69 tops and Dr. J 72 tops and 1980 Magic and Birds, and I'm talking about indexes, and I'm talking about what the market's doing. The one thing you're never going to hear me talk about, and you have my word on this, is hobby bullshit. Because, and here's a little rant, so just sit down for this one. I am sick and tired of hearing about who is suing who is pissed off at who defrauded who's got a scheme going, who shilled this, what auction house cheats, what grading company sucks and cheats and loses stuff, and I'm done with it. I don't have any time in my life for all that negativity. And you know, whether you like it or not, and whether you care to admit it or not, it's a falsehood, and we can turn that crap off. The same way I don't turn on CNN and Fox, I'm just turning it off because I want to collect cards. I do care about the investment aspects of the cards and how much they're worth and how much they were worth and how much they're going to be worth and whether they're priced fairly or not. That fascinates me as an investor and as a math nerd. But most importantly, I want to talk about the cards. Like, I want to find out how to find them, what they look like, what am I missing, finishing sets, collecting Jordans, adding to my Jordan collection. And I hope most of you guys who watch my channel pick up on that, is that you're never going to get that kind of gotcha content from me about what's going on, current state of affairs in the hobby. I know that gets clicks. I know that gets subscribers and views. I don't give a damn. That's not what I care about. And unfortunately, I only talk about the stuff that I care about. So in that way, I am probably a selfish content creator, because most of the stuff that we're going to talk about is going to be positive. It's going to focus on the investor and collector aspect of this hobby, but it's really going to be about the cards. Even if it's not positive about the cards, right? We've seen prices run down in the past 18 to 24 months. So either way, we're still talking about cards. We're not talking about cheating or shilling or lying or any of that crap, because I just don't have time for it. So thank you guys for watching. Hit the subscribe button if you want to watch some more positive content. Hit the like button. It helps me with YouTube. And as we've already discussed, you guys are going to get me paid. And I'm going to go do these episodes on my own private island. I'm going to bring my wife and kids out there, and I'm not going to work anymore. And I'm just going to do these episodes from my little YouTube studio on my private island somewhere in the South Pacific. No, I'm kidding about that. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Comment below. I love the engagement. I love the back and forth. I love the questions. Everything about the feedback back and forth. Just keep it clean, keep it positive. I'm not asking everybody to agree with me by any stretch. In fact, if you've watched my channel for any extended period of time, I've been around for now 13 months. You guys know I say stuff that's somewhat controversial, and I don't say it just to be controversial and to start fights, but I don't expect everyone to agree with me in the comments. I do expect everybody to act civil in the comments. And from time to time, if somebody just wants to troll and just say something terrible about me or about somebody that I have on the show, or about something about the hobby in general, I just block them and just move on, because I just don't care enough about it to argue. So thanks always for watching. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon for notifications. Keep collecting, stay positive in the hobby, and peace.